Good afternoon and welcome. We honor, we praise, and we appreciate your presence here. Welcome to the show. And of course, we are here with our special guest on this afternoon. We welcome, with no further ado, Deb Birdsall, who is an author of this outstanding publication. We're going to let her tell you, but we take time out to welcome her. Deb, how are you?
I am fantastic, Kevin. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. We welcome you and welcome to the show. We appreciate you stopping by on today to tell us a little bit about what you have going on. And of course, we do not want to, procrastinate about this awesome opportunity. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from.
Okay, my name is Deb Birdsall, as you mentioned, and I live in Crossville, Tennessee, little tiny town halfway between Knoxville and Nashville.
And we thank God for that. And of course, you are an outstanding author of this great, great, great publication, Overcoming My Mother's Addiction. What is your book about? I mean, tell us about it if you don't mind.
I would love to tell you about it because this is a passion of mine. Overcoming My Mother's Addictions is a book that I was spirit prompted to write back last January, and that's when this whole process started. The book is the personal true story of my 11-year-old granddaughter, Lily, and all of it, it goes into all of the horrific experiences that this child has had to endure because of her mother's choice to use drugs. But in addition to that, it also talks about the valuable lessons that she has learned to help her to overcome the challenges that she has faced.
Mm.
I got up one morning and said, I have to write this book. And we sat down, and I sat down, started writing it. Lily actually didn't know about it till about halfway through the book. And she said, Grandma, what are you doing? And I told her. And when I shared it with her, she said, that's my story. That's absolutely my story. And we need to let people know. So I am excited that this book has come to fruition, that it's going to be out and available to the world, and that the mission that we're on is something that is going to be very powerful in helping a lot of people.
I am so honored to hear you say those things. And of course, we have to ask what really made you decide to share this very personal story with all these people around the world, if you don't mind sharing.
Well, to be honest with you, I guess I've kind of always lived my life that way, Kevin. I really believe that hiding things, keeping things from people, not sharing our truth, not sharing our beliefs, not sharing um, our hope, is something that it goes against every way that we were created as humans. We are created in such a way to share our truth, to share our beliefs, and to help as many people as we possibly can. And when I have looked at what Lily has gone through in her life and the things that she has experienced, the domestic violence that she has witnessed and experienced personally, the neglect that she went through, the incredibly fearful time that she had to go through in witnessing her mother and her choices because of her drug use. It just breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart. But another reason why I wanted to share this story is because I don't know if you know this, Kevin, but right now there are, in the United States alone, there are over 13 million children
Wow.
that are being raised in their grandparents' homes. And that equates to 2.7 million grandparents that are out there faced with the awesome and terrifying task of parenting again.
Right.
And so my heart goes out to these grandparents, and I want them to understand that the sacrifice that they are making for the best interest of their grandchild is something that deserves to be recognized, deserves to be honored, and also to help them maybe understand a little bit better, maybe why their grandchildren act the way they do,
Right.
because of having witnessed how Lily responds to the adverse childhood experiences that she's had. I think I have a little bit of insight as to how to help these grandparents perhaps maybe be even more compassionate in their care of their grandchildren and helping them in that way.
Oh wow, yeah, and you're so right about what you shared with us, and you have really focused and presented to us why this message is so very important to the people that's tuned in and listening around the world. Is there anything additional that you'd like to add to that on why this message you're trying to reach and get out to across to the people around the world is so very important?
Our children are our future. They're the future of this world. And they have the most amazing God given beauty and innate talents that are within them. And many times when they are growing up in an environment where all they know is what they see and what they see is very unhealthy, that they don't understand and recognize that that is not the path that they have to choose in their life, that they have an opportunity to learn a different way, to see their own beauty, to set their own goals, to be able to create their own future that will bless them and bless the world. And so I feel that it is incredibly important that they know that they're not alone, but that it's not just enough to know that they're not alone. They need to know what they can do in order to move beyond their current situation and not have their parents' choices define their present or future happiness. And one of the things that I love about this book and the way that it came together, Kevin, is that at the end of it, there are 12 lessons. I call them Lily's life lessons. And she shares with the readers the things that she has learned, the very specific things that she has learned in order to be able to move beyond the trauma of what she's experienced and be able to love her life.
Right. Wow. And of course, Lily being such a young lady, which is awesome, and of course you being her parental advisor, her parent. Of course, there may be in fact a certain or particular audience or viewers or support system that you're trying to reach out to. Who is the audience, or who is the I guess you can call it the designated people that you're trying to touch base with and reach out to? Who are you trying to reach?
Well, at first I thought we would be reaching out to the preteens and the teenagers that are going through this experience in their life. But then as it began to develop, I realized that it's a much greater scope than that. Not only do I want to reach out to those, the youth, and help them to move forward in their life, but also I realized one of the things that I wanted was for counselors, school counselors, social workers, foster parents, different ones who are tasked with the well-being of the children, to be able to use this book in such a way that they could sit down with the students or the children and read it with them in order to help them at a younger age to determine and define what might be going on in the home, in order to give them the opportunity to perhaps do an intervention in a family and try to help not only the child but the entire family as well. And then of course the grandparents I mentioned, I really want them to understand better what their grandchildren may have gone through. And then the fourth audience, Kevin, is very important to me. It's my daughter who's the addict. It's my daughter who has created all of these issues as far as her children are concerned. And so my goal, my heartfelt goal, honestly, is that if one addict who is currently in recovery and debating on staying in recovery, or is thinking about getting into recovery, reads this book and recognizes themselves in this book, and comes to the understanding that I don't want to do this to my kids anymore, and they choose to stay or move into a place of permanent recovery, it will be worth every ounce of everything that Lily and I have put into in order to get this book out to the world.
Right. Wow. And earlier I heard you mention your mission. Tell me about the mission that you have created around this awesome publication?
Well, this book is not overcoming my mother's addictions is not about selling books. I don't care whether I'm ever known as a best-selling author, to be honest with you, other than the fact that if we reach the best-selling status, no, when we reach the best-selling status, that's going to be the impetus to be able to get the message out to the world. This is not just something in the United States, it is something going on throughout the world. So the mission that we have is to educate, is to inform. I've created programs that I offer around those topics on grandparent self-care, program on understanding adverse childhood experiences, another program for the young people to be able to know and follow the steps that Lily has followed in order to be able to create a life of joy and happiness and mental health, healthy mental health. And then also to really be able to bring to the world the fact that there is hope. As long as we are willing to talk about what's going on, as long as we can touch the hearts of others, as long as we can show them their God-given gifts and show them that it is within them to be able to make any changes that they need to make, then this work is going to bless the world. And that's our mission. That's what we want to do. We want to bring that out to everyone and let them know that they too can become a part of this. It's a movement. It is absolutely a passion of mine to protect children and also to try to help the family unit to be what it's meant to be, and that's solid and whole and loving and affirming.
Amen. And I really, truly, truly appreciate you sharing that with us today. And of course, for those that are out there listening, we also want to let you know our special guest on today, our fabulous, fabulous author, Deb Birdsall. And of course, before we let you go, and of course, we are going to follow this up with playing what we call your tag song by Dick Wagner. And of course, Remember the Child. We cannot forget that. So we are going to be a blessing to our listeners on today by sharing that particular song with them. But before we let you go, what I would love for you to do is tell us where the book is available and how you can be reached if someone wanted to reach out and connect with you.
Thanks, Kevin. Absolutely. The book is going to be available on September 8th, next Wednesday, on Amazon, and just search for Overcoming My Mother's Addictions, and you will find it. But in the meantime, if you'd like to get a sample of the book, if you go to my website, which is www.debbirdsall.com/freebie, FREEBIE, then we will send you a copy of the first two chapters of the book, so you can get a feel for what the writing is on it. And if you're interested, on the website, you can actually pre-order the book. So it's debbirdsall.com, and that's going to be the best way for you to get hold of me as well, is to contact me. I'd love to hear your stories. I'd love to know how we can serve you, how we can help you through whatever situations and experiences that are happening. And I'm starting to, the stories are rolling in, Kevin, and they are, they'll rip your heart open and give you cause to stop and really appreciate the blessings that we have in our lives. So I encourage everybody that has any interest in this, please reach out to me.
And we will piggyback off of that and tell them to do so and show their love, care, concern, and support. And when you do so, and when you make that decision to place an order and have this publication a part of your bookshelf so you can share it with others, family, friends, and followers, and things of that nature, when you order it through Amazon, please don't forget to leave a review. It's very important. I'm sure that Amazon would, but more importantly, Lily and Deb will appreciate that tremendously. We look forward to an outstanding journey as we continue to move forward to share this awesome publication with people around the world. overcoming. I mean, my goodness, it speaks for itself. And all you have to do is go ahead. And by the way, you can also visit GMAP Broadcast Network at gmap1.com and visit our featured authors. You will see a copy of the publication posted in our bookstore. Click on that, and it will take you to the necessary location to find out more information about the authors as well as the publications. We appreciate your time on today. We look forward to hearing as time continues to move forward with your journey. Until then, we want you to continue to be blessed, and don't forget to be a blessing to others, okay?
Amen.
God bless you, Deb. We appreciate your time. You have a fantabulous afternoon, and we look forward to talking with you again soon.
ABC crying, Mama make me smile, rock me in your arms a little while. ABC me crying, won't you love your child? EFG, I'm sorry, Daddy, take my hand. Tell me what I've done so bad. EFG, I wonder, why are you so mad? Don't you love me, Dad? Cross my heart, I swear, Mom, I won't cry no more. I'll just lay in silence down here on the floor. Cross my heart and hope to die if you don't want me anymore. 1, 2, 3 for you, Mom. I won't talk so loud, I won't laugh so hard, I'll shut my mouth. 1, 2, 3 for you, Mom. I won't make a sound. Don't rain mean and angry words are all I hear through my bedroom walls, Dad, loud and clear. Do re mi, I lie awake and shake with fear, and wish I had no ear. Try to remember the child that once was you. Did you hide in the darkest corner of your lonely room and pray to God to help you through the long and lonely nights, afraid to holler, Mama, oh please come hold me tight. Go on and close your eyes, Mom. Take a little trip through time, Dad. and remember the child